Joe Slayton with Motherlode Turkey Calls here again. Just want to give you a little sound bite on some tube calls that I made. Also, tube calls are a little specialty type of call that sometimes can make the difference in bagging your turkey or not. A lot of times you'll have turkeys that hear a lot of pot calls, a lot of box calls, sometimes a lot of mouth calls depending on where you're hunting. And sometimes a little bit of a different type of sound, a little different type of a call can just make the difference and bring the turkey in the rest of the way. Along with a wing bone or a scratch box or any kind of a different sounding type call. Today I'm going to use a couple different types of tube calls that I have here. This is an oak tube call. I've got a gray latex reed on it. And just to go over it, if you've never used a tube call before, you're going to use the bottom part of your lip and it's going to go up against the latex. So the call would be facing this way with the latex part at the top, and that's going to go up against the bottom of your lip. So it's going to be placed like that. And what you're going to do is you're going to force the air between the latex and the bottom part of your lip. So if I'm just going to huff air, I'm just pushing my lip against that latex and you'll hear that little high-pitched sound. So what you're going to do, just like we're starting with a mouth call, you want to try to get the high pitch, and what you're going to do is I'm going to bring the call away from my mouth so you can hear the second tone. As I bring the call away, you'll hear that second rollover tone that gets the yelp. Now you can do it without bringing the call away from your mouth by just dropping your jaw down. So I start off with the high pitch and I'm going to drop my jaw. So to start off with just blowing the straight air through, will give you a yelp, a nice yelp. You can also cup your hands to make the sound just a little bit different. But you can also make the yelp sound a little more hollow, a little more deep with a yawk sound if you make a yawk yawk sound with your voice. So regular yelp just be. And as I do that, about the third note, I'm going to go yawk yawk. So as I go yawk yawk, it gives a little more life to the sound. Clucks, all I'm going to do is tick the air through. Tick, 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 tick. So that's just to kind of get you started. There's a lot of different sounds you can make with a tube call. This is an Osage tube call I just made a couple days ago. I got a red latex on this one. The red latex is going to be a little bit higher pitch, but it gives it a broader range of tones than I think the latex, the gray one did. But anyway. As you can see, it's got a good yelp to it. And you can throw in a couple key keys. All I'm going to do with a key is push a little harder with my lip into the latex to get the high pitch, and then make it into key, yout, yout, just like a turkey would do. So that's a little bit of a key on here. A lot of people want to gobble on the tube call. You can gobble by going ticka ticka ticka, ticka ticka. And especially in the fall, you can do a little Jake gobble, key like a Jake. Jake's going to have a little slower tone, a little bit more calky sound to it, and it's going to be more of a So here's another oak tube call I have with a red latex. So during the off season, during this time of the year, the summer and early fall, before the fall season starts, get out some of your specialty calls like your tube calls or your wing bone or your scratch box and practice with them. Get good at them, making good turkey sounds with them, and you'll find out that you will sometimes get a big gobbler in just because you're using a different type of call than normally they hear during the season. And sometimes that tube call is just what they want to hear. Hope that you learned something, and good luck this fall and next spring.